Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, the stock market, and I'm going to unravel about this crash that we had yesterday. Everybody is so scared. You probably thought I was scared as well because I didn't post anything yesterday. Unfortunately, I got food poisoning right in the middle of this crazy storm. But if you're asking me right now, am I bullish? Am I bearish? Has the bear markets started? I'm sorry, guys, but I'm still very, very bullish. And I'm going to show you why in this video. So pay attention until the end because I'm going to blow your mind. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about the cryptocurrency market. And also, guys, if you want to trade, if you want to understand how to learn how to trade the crypto and the stock market, you can go on my website, link in the comments. I prepare a free training with a strategy that helped me to navigate even those very difficult times where you probably lost money into cryptocurrency. But also, if you want to join a community of professional traders that are making money every single day, look at the results from yesterday, guys. Our members shorting 300%, 41.77. Look at that. Wow. NKL, look at the results shorting Bitcoin, Solana, everything another 120%, 44% longing Solana. And myself yesterday, 54% in one day longing Bitcoin, taking the advantage of this dip. Yesterday, guys, I deployed all of my capital and made a crazy amount of money. Guys, crypto chat, Bitcoin analysis every single day, altcoin analysis. If you want to navigate this crypto market safely and you don't want to get destroyed, come on the VIP group, guys. Link in the comment below. You will not regret it. But now let's talk about Bitcoin. 55,000, is the crash over? Why did it happen? Pretty much, guys, the crash was given by this thing called carry trade. Carry trade is pretty much is a system where pretty much what happened. Forex traders go to the Japanese bank, to the Bank of Japan, which has a very low interest rate. They borrow money from there and they only had to give back 1% interest. Then what they do, they convert the Japanese yen into US dollars and they go and buy government bonds, treasury bonds, which they're going to give them back 5%, 6%, pretty much doing nothing. Even the same when you stake Ethereum or USDT, they give you money from doing nothing. So pretty much I'm getting 5%, I need to give back only 1%. But there is if. But what if the Japanese bank is going to raise interest rates, like happened? Japanese bank decided to, the yen was getting destroyed because our friend Jerome Powell decided that he wanted to continue with this, continue to hike interest rates. And of course, he ended up killing the Japanese yen, causing lots of inflation. So the Central Bank of Japan said, I had enough. I'm going to raise interest rates now. And then what happened? The dollar went down, as well as the interest rates went up in the Japanese central bank. And of course, all these traders who were making money before because they had a 4% profit, now they probably had like a minus 1% profit. So what they did, they decided to unload all of their position, causing this flash crash black swan event. And I can see on Twitter, lots of people knew that already. All the perma bears already knew all this movement in advance, guys. You can see people with charts showing, I told you so. We were going to 49,000, 48,000. I've been telling you this because it was in my charts, guys. I believe that it's important to be transparent in this world of trading. And I wasn't expecting, in my opinion, such a drop. I was expecting max 55, 57,000. So all of these caught us off guard. Of course, we bought the dip. We made lots of money, which was great. But at the same time, we were not expecting such a dip because these kind of events are unexpected, very difficult to predict. But of course, if you are a transparent trader, you can admit that. If you are a scam, you're probably going to say that you knew that already in advance. So of course, now you can see on Twitter who the one who are real and the one who actually scammers. But anyway, let's talk about Bitcoin, guys. Weekly chart at the moment, we are still, in my opinion, into this bull flag over here. We haven't broken this very nice pattern over here. And it is my opinion that what we could be seeing right now could be a nice rebound to the upside above this trend line over here, which is sitting at roughly $58,000 to $60,000. So it is my opinion right now that what we could be seeing could be a rebound from here. Then I'm going to go and get my Fibonacci retracement, place it over here. And what it could be, so rebound around this area, which is now telling me it could go up to $60,300. And also remember, we also have a CME gap in that area. So I could be expecting a rebound up to this area over here, up to this previous support, which is now resistance. And then we need to assess if we're going to see one more drop to the downside. So the drop could be potentially down to this area over here, this diagonal area over here. In my previous videos, I was saying that I was not expecting the max pain scenario, in my opinion, would have been around $50,000. But of course, because we broke the structure over here, we could see more pain incoming. Is it possible? Is it likely? I would say that's probably the least likely scenario I can see right now with Bitcoin. It's going to happen though. It's going to happen. But first of all, I'm expecting the formation of a wave 5, final wave 5 in the next few months to complete this mini cycle of Bitcoin going to in between $85,000 to $100,000. And then after that, once the recession starts, because it's going to start, guys, recession is going to start, we are going to see a load of BTC potentially going down to $40,000, even $35,000. Is Bitcoin going to act as a safe haven when we're going to have the recession? The answer is right now, I can tell you with certainty, is going to be no. Bitcoin is acting like a tech stock. It is a tech stock. And I'm sorry to kill now all the moon boys, the Bitcoin maxes. After yesterday, we clearly could see that gold hold up the value very well. Bitcoin go slam. So this idea of the safe haven, in my opinion, right now has been confirmed that is complete BS, especially right now. So right now, I'm expecting pump and then dump again. So just expecting to go back to this area here. If you're going to be able to reclaim this area, then we can continue to go to the upside. If you're going to break, then it's going to be a little bit more troublesome. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go on the daily to show you a little bit better what is going to be my plan. As you can see from here, guys, on the daily, I know there are so many lines. I'm going to cancel them for you so you can see quite well. So we can see like this. You can see we are in a channel from here. What I like to see would be a recovery up to this area around 60,000. And you can probably see as well that the 60,000 area is pretty much around here, which was where I was thinking that the wave 2 of 5 might have going down to. Because remember, we were thinking that it could have been the start of a wave 5. But then because of this Black Swan event, of course, we put things a little bit more delayed. Something, unfortunately, is quite unexpected, but is very common in the world of trading. So right now, I'm expecting probably 60,000 to go back. And then we need to see if we're going to see a sort of an ABCD pattern. So are we going to see, so impulse A, impulse B, and then impulse C down to, let's say, 44, 45,000? Or are we going to see, this one was the C already. So we had we can say A, like a B and C, A and then B and then C, something like that. So we need to see right now. Sorry, I made a mistake. I mean A, B, and C. So we need to see right now, what's is going to be the most likely scenario. But right now, yeah, definitely I'm expecting a retracement up to $60,000. And of course, then people are asking me, how do you think we're going to go to? That's my target, guys. My target is going to be roughly around here. So potentially coming around, we need to see maybe October, November, even before that. Unfortunately, I don't have a crystal ball to understand, to predict exactly the date that we're going to go there, but should be very, very soon. And I would say in between 86,000, 85,000, and 96,000, that's going to be my target to offload my Bitcoin bags. I want to show you something which is quite important. It's going to be the comparison between the Bitcoin, USD, and the Japanese yen, guys. You can see that right now, what I'm looking at Bitcoin, Japanese yen, is the fact that the Japanese yen, look what happened over here. Since 2017, I was just projecting this one for 2017, all-time high to 2021 to then this area over here. It looks like the Japanese yen with Bitcoin could have topped already. So we might see maybe one more push to the upside. But because now the Japanese yen is going to get stronger, and also we form a head and shoulder from here. What I could be seeing could be a potential rebound around this area over here, and then we're going to assess. Probably it's going to be up to this area over here, and then down again. But I want to show you from a macro perspective as well. Right now, this correction might be complete because of the fact that the Japanese yen went down to this area over here, which is pretty much retesting the previous all-time high. And then what you can see in general, it's after you retest the previous all-time high, is another movement to the upside this way. So from the Japanese yen to Bitcoin, the cycle could be over already. We probably could have reached the top already over here. But what I'm expecting is that the Bitcoin USD pair that has to materialize yet. So you can see that everything is coming into place, and that we could be seen. I'm going to go back to my Bitcoin USDT. So let's go into the weekly chart over here. That we definitely can see this last pump up to this area over here, 90k, 85k. That could definitely be a good target. And then from there, what I could be expecting will be a pump, as I said before, pump from here, a bit of consolidation, and then boom, the final um, the final drop, and that could be going down to roughly 45 to 46,000 dollars from like 90k. It would be like a 60% drop. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. I know you probably were thinking that I would have said, "Oh, this is gonna be the safe haven," but doesn't look like that. And the reason why we're gonna see this one over here happening, guys, is also because in relation to the DXY dollar currency index, which measure the strength of the US dollar compared to the euro, to the Swedish crown, but more importantly, to the Japanese yen. So what I'm expecting is the Japanese yen is going to get stronger against the dollar, so the DXY should definitely plummet this way. And I told you several times that what I was expecting for the DXY would have been a drop down to this area over here at roughly 95. And this, guys, is materializing right now. Fed is going to cut interest rates in a month. And then when they're going to cut interest rates, the US dollar is going to lose value, of course, plummeting down. So Japanese yen is going to go up, dollar is going to go down, Bitcoin is going to go up, of course, in comparison to the Japanese yen. And what I want to see from here, guys, is going to be that, look at this. Look at the structure. We had an impulse down to this area here, consolidation, and then another impulse, which is the same length as this one over here. So 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D pattern. And the target is going to be exactly here, 200 months moving average, 95. That's where I'm expecting we're going to go to. And on top of that, I'm going to show you, which is quite remarkable, is the fact that right now from here, I'm going to go on the weekly to show you a little bit better. Another reason why I'm thinking that we are going to see, as I said before, a meltdown to roughly 95 for the DXY is the fact that at the moment DXY has formed a head and shoulder from here. And don't come to me and telling me that the head and shoulder, it's only when it's on the upside and blah, blah, blah. Head and shoulder can also be around when you go to the downside, but still be in an upside from here. So this is a clear head and shoulder. And again, if I then calculate the head and shoulder, and then I kind of like put this one down to here and I bring it to the downside from here, guys, is really taking me down to 95. So that's where I think we're going to go down to. And of course, in that situation, Bitcoin should really go very strong against the dollar. And I believe, again, that this scenario over here is going to replicate for BTC as well. Now, let's have a look at the other stuff, like, for example, the Nikkei as well. Nikkei, very important. We had this huge movement to the downside. It looks like, is now recovering a little bit. Nikkei is the Japanese major index, like the S&P 500. And right now, we need to understand if we are done with this carry trade or there is still more to sell. Because, of course, if there is still more to sell, what I could be expecting could be maybe a little bit of a pullback, then down again, and then finally it's going to recover and maybe place, one more all-time high, or we're going to see more continuation to the downside. In my opinion, I could see something like this, and trust me, it's not really related to crypto too much, but at the same time, I could be seeing something like this maybe to recover up to here and then to continue to go down. Because remember, Japanese central banks want to hike interest rates, and that is not going to be good for the major index. More importantly, guys, is going to be the S&P 500. Are we done with the S&P/X? Is this the correction before a bear market and all of that? Well, guys, history doesn't show you that, and I'm going to show you why. So first of all, you can see that we have plummeted down to this way. We are still in what we call a channel. What I could be seeing right now could be a pullback, dead cat bounce pullback, up to here, up to roughly 5,400, and then more continuation at the bottom part of this channel over here at 5,000. 100 to form a potential double top from here. And then what I could be expecting in this area, maybe after the first rate cut, could be this last parabolic blow off top, reaching in between 6,000 to 6,200. So I believe that wave 5 is materializing right now under our eyes, because you can see even from here, right, from a naked chart, first of all, we can definitely go here and check that we could be seeing something like up, down, up to this way. But also we're going to go into a naked chart. We can make things very, very simple, guys. You can go up to this way over here, bring this one over here, and it brings you roughly 5,900 to 6,000 for the S&P 500. So that's super exciting. I'm gonna just go back to my previous chart, guys. So 5,900 ish, in between 6,200, 5,900 at the bottom of this channel over here. We need to see how steep is going to be, but in my opinion, I would say that once the Fed is going to hike interest rates, I think we have probably a month before things are going to start to unfold. So very exciting time as well for the S&P 500 as well. Nasdaq is very, very similar into a channel from here. Then I converge this first line over here with this point over here. You can see that with the extension of Fibonacci, we can see one last leg is probably pending. So the Nasdaq could also have a nice pump. So again, a retracement maybe up to here, another pullback from here, and then the final parabolic blow off top, and then from here, guys, that's going to be when the fun starts. Maybe we're going to go down to, I would say, these areas over here, 15,000, 14,000, and then of course we're going to see what's going to be happening after. But that is going to be my opinion for now. So to summarize everything again, I believe this was only like a shakeout from the market, our beautiful manipulated market. They try to make as much money as they can. So I would say that with crypto, we are still very good for a wave 5 to come, probably around September and October. And then I would say even the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq could be placing a top very, very soon. I'm expecting crypto to top first, so maybe around September, beginning of September. And then the S&P 500 is going to follow. But let me show you as well. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Let me show you very important. So why I believe this is going to happen again, and it's only in relation to 2007. 2007, before the recession, the great financial crisis. I'm going to show you what happened over here, which is making me. So this is pretty much a chart when you can show that what happened when the Fed decided to cut interest rates, and it was this one over here. It looks exactly the same. So they cut interest rates around this area over here. We had one more push to the upside, which lasted for roughly a month, and then things started to unfold again. So that's what I can see right now with the S&P 500 and with the Nasdaq, and of course, Bitcoin is gonna go first, in my opinion. And then after that, what happened? Is it gonna get that bad? I don't know, maybe, but I can tell you I'm gonna be already in cash with the popcorn waiting for things to unfold. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful for you and also to calm you your soul as well. If you think we are in a bear market, you can really believe that. So I don't believe it at all at the moment. But of course, if you also want to understand how to trade all this movement short term and make this kind of money with our member, guys, you need to join us. Link in the comments. But otherwise, I really wish you a lovely day. Congratulations if you're still here after these crazy crashes. But that's all about crypto. The best thing you can do to prevent this kind of crashes from happening is to educate yourself, which is going to be very important. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you very soon.